The disorienting magic pulls you, it seems, through a strange space. Violet and orange stream past you. Until you feel hard, packed dirt beneath your feet. There's a burst of dust that fills the room and causes you to cough. And in a circle around where all of you are gathered because of the spell, there's very, very small fragments of violet crystals, maybe 16th to an 8-inch. It seems to be a result, a side effect of the spell around you. The room that you are in at first looks like it is made of stone gathered from, you'd assume, around the area in which you are, stacked together to make up this storage space of some type, though nothing seems to be here. Closer inspection, as your eyes adjust, as those of you who have dark vision, you can see are odd. Do you realize that they seem to be of metal? Still in stone-like shape. That same formation, and still separated, like stones would be, stacked, making up the walls and ceiling of this room. And this space seems to go underground from what you can tell. There are supports that look like they were added on to this room at some juncture that create a tunnel. It's about 7 feet wide, 6 feet tall, that goes on into the darkness before taking a turn. The room itself is roughly 15 by 15. What would you like to do?
Are we in a abandoned teleport? Like, do I see the teleportation circle sigils on the floor?
Is there light?
There's no light.
I have my torch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
My continual flame torch. So there's this blue flame glow illuminating space.
Give me investigation check, please.
Uh, 29.
Damn.
Investigating the floor. You determine that there is a powerful illusion spell that is being maintained upon it. Specifically made to fool your senses into thinking that you're standing on packed earth. Not just your eyes, but everything else. And even as you lean down, your hand feel as though there's dust, but tracing the lines of arcane weaving, you start to be able to see through it. And below, you realize that the floor here seems to be one slab of white stone. And in it, a very large, there's this circle that seems to be for being the address of this place. And there is a permanently carved one just to your left that seems to be made to be activated. From what you can tell, you think with an appropriate amount of gem-infused chalk, that one would be able to crush and sprinkle and kind of move around into its pieces to cause it to activate. One would not need to know the spell itself to use it. You just need the chalk.
Quick clarification. There are two circles in here that I found?
There's specifically 3.
Oh.
There's one you seem to arrive on that you think is what one would need to know to get here. There's 2 others that I believe are linked to need to go elsewhere. Though it is fairly impossible to discern where.
Having this part is above table, but having just picked up that spell for teleportation circle, is this one of the ones I would know as part of learning that spell? Because you get 2. I guess that's DM discretion, but it says you get 2. I'm okay with getting none because I just learned it as we were teleporting. But
I mean, if you want to flavor it and have these 2 be the ones you know,
I kind of do.
I'm down.
Awesome.
Talk about leveling up at the right time.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like this idea that you're learning it right now.
Yep.
By just
Awesome.
studying and taking notes in this room. Yeah, so you actually get to pick which 2 out of the 3 that are displayed here.
Okay. You said 1 is for arrival, 2 are for departure, and one of them looks like it can be used by anyone that just infuses the gems into it.
Yeah, both of them. You assume, and by the way, I would say you're familiar with this idea. When I say white stone, I do mean white stone that is infused with residuum. A very particular element that is used to make permanent things like this. Has the time to create it.
I will learn the 2 that don't use residual. I believe that's what you were saying.
Yeah, the 2 that aren't the ones that are not the destination for getting here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I would like to know the one that got us here.
Okay.
As one of them, and then to get my mind right, what's the difference between the remaining 2?
You know the spell. Got pretty high investigation. Cool. I would say that specifically one you can see would go to where you'd assume would have to be somewhere in Teldori. With the other, you're fairly sure Wildmount.
Okay. I will pick Wildmount.
Okay.
So yeah, you I guess everybody else just sees Alaric like playing in the dirt. Say, not to alarm anyone, the floor is an illusion. I'm kind of tracing out and then writing in my book the runes and sigils that I find for these circles.
Please tell me it's not made of breakable glass.
Since he's pointed that out, are we able to now see through it?
Barrett just starts stomping the ground. He's like, seems pretty sturdy to me. Think you might have whiplash, brother.
Yeah, I think over a course of time, and if you like bend down and you begin to feel it, like I think enough time as you're trying to really see and watch what Alaric is doing and interacting with it, your senses start to begin to perceive it, I would say.
Man, how much closer to the ground do you need me to be? I'm 2'7".
And then, do any of these circles have any, or like, are they desecrated or have any symbols of the Claret Order or Crimson Order, or is it just like a normal teleportation circle?
Yeah, I would say being able to perceive now the kind of glyphs and some of the markings would give you a clue that this the one for Teldori is using the Crimson Order rather.
Alaric, how much do you know about this teleportation circle still bearing symbols of the Crimson Order?
I don't. Best I can get without spending an excessive amount of time on it is that I think that takes the person to the continent of Teldori. That being said, we could already be on Teldori.
What kind of illusion is this anyway? Is this just a teleportation highway in a sense?
So the illusion is, I think, to make this look like a dead end. When really it's a teleportation facility. The one for arrival and then those two for departures. But I'm very interested in what's down that tunnel. Can I determine how far this illusion goes to make it look like altered terrain?
Sorry, ask your question again.
The illusion is making this look like dirt and an empty storage room, and I'm wondering how far that illusion goes down the tunnel. I can only see 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim beyond that.
Yeah, the illusion itself seems to focus really just on this room and in this particular slab.
Okay. So once we go like looking into the tunnel, it actually does start to look like real dirt walls and actually mined out. I was wondering if the white stone slabs continued on down that tunnel.
It does not. It seems to end at the threshold.
Okay, cool.
Shall we go?
I'll stay in back so that those that can see in the dark might have better advantage on what they find.
Yeah, so I'll lead the front. And Barrett will walk out. But before he goes directly to the hallway, he is going to just step a foot into the teleportation circle that has the symbols of the Crimson Order, just to see if anything happens.
Death.
Just like the other one.
It just teleports the foot you placed in it.
You have a limp now.
Never mind, I'm not in front.
Nothing seems to occur.
Your speed is reduced back to 25, like in 5e days.
But knowing that this place has magical warding to some degree, we might also encounter traps.
Yes, I should be able to spot them now. Strangely enough, it's you know.
Well, you've had practice.
You pointed out that flaw in my capabilities, and so I've rectified that.
Does anyone else feel like a pocket just opened up in their mind, making it a little bit bigger? Never mind.
I'll lead the way then.
That's called a brain bubble, I think. Might want
Yeah. Aneurysms are bad, right?
Right. You might want to get that looked at.
Should it pop, it is known as a brain fart.
I'm not sure that's the sound it would make, but okay. And for the record, Jath is still looking like absolute dog shit. Quite blatant.
Brother, how? We had a short rest.
Had a short rest.
We
Did
spent
you?
it nice.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're right, we did. I forgot about that.
We had two, as a matter of fact. A 10-minute one and
Yeah.
an hour one.
You're right.
I thought you just meant that in general, Jeff Krios looks like shit.
I mean, he's been.
I mean, that
you're
hasn't changed.
You're not
Minute.
wrong, but he's been knocked down enough times his clothes are soaked.
Yeah.
In his own bodily fluids.
Pretty much, yes.
I'm not even bleeding out, but I feel like I went toe to toe with a giant.
That's how it feels whenever I have to fight creatures of your size. And I will take the front to beware of traps and the like.
Yeah, and I'll be lined up with Flynn. You said it was 7 feet wide. So maybe just a little bit back in case he comes across a trap, but I do want to be close.
Damn. Open maps hoping for dope ass new map. I was like, are we gonna have it?
Always wanting new maps, they know.
Selkas would probably be right next to Alaric.
Sorry, you're such a good DM that you've got cool shit like that.
Okay. All right, so that So you get your marching order as you begin to move down this path. You come to what appears to be a junction in which there are 3 paths. Excluding the one you just came from, so a total of 4. Seems to be dug out somewhat wide and has seems to be reinforced very well. But it does give you 3 options going forward. What would you like to do?
Can I look to see if there's any dust on the floor that's been like people have come through here, or one that people haven't gone through? Signs of use.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check.
21.
All right. Well, the 21. Right from where you are, you see that there is a left path. It appears to be the one in which is the most well traveled. But as you look deeper, the signs are just a bit too static. A bit too many classic indicators. You think this was made to look this way and then never touched again. While as you look at the other 2, you seem to... Can't tell how much they've been used. Tell they have been used. As traveled, there was some effort to remove the evidence of footprints and walking.
So the left path with the one that looks like it was crafted to look used.
Yeah, it was made to look that way. Yeah.
It appears whoever established this place wants this leftmost path to appear the most used. The center and right path are... the tracks are covered. Whisper told me of your dungeon delving days, Celicus Alaric. What was the best option when you came to a similar break in the path?
What do you hear and smell from the 2 remaining paths?
I will try to sense if there's a wind. I'll pull a Gandalf and see if there's a wind coming from one of the paths, or a dank smell of stale air.
I thought it was we always went left.
No. We always go right. My mother told me when I was very young, always, if you have a choice, steer to the right because the right is the right path.
Okay.
Oh.
But that could be old wise tale. I don't know. That's just what she told me.
You didn't get much formal education, did you?
I know how to swing a sword pretty well, my friend. I'd say that's pretty formal.
Okay.
I think I'm staying too far back with my lit torch to use the help action for this.
So Flynn is again trying to just determine what about the two.
Of the two paths, if there's like a breeze coming from one, like I'm pulling a Gandalf, I'm seeing if there's a breeze coming from one, a scent of stale air from the other type deal, just seeing if
Growling monsters.
yeah, like seeing if there's any further clues through scent or hearing that can be discovered about these paths to help us be like, okay, not that one because it smells of death.
I should be close enough to give him the help action.
Certainly. So this should be perception, and for skill things, I just want to make sure. Are you proficient in perception?
Yes.
I am.
Perfect.
Oh,
So
okay.
then go ahead, Flynn. Take advantage on a perception check.
Natural 20 for a
Let's go.
Yeah.
31.
Yeah, boy.
Ooh. Let's go.
Okay. The middle path, I would say, has the faintest scent of movement of air. In exchange, that seems to come from it. Path to the right has a lingering, kind of dull, acrid, and chemical smell.
It would appear that the center path may lead us out, but the right path is likely something that Alaric and Jathbios would like to investigate based on what I know of them.
My mother is never wrong.
I smell a hint of chemicals or solutions that could have been mixed.
My mother may have been wrong. I don't know.
That does seem investigation worthy. It also seems like something that can get you killed without proper equipment to investigate it. Oh, I feel terrible about this because I don't have Blitzfalco with me right now. How do you feel about using Little Shadow as a canary?
There are other options. We could always just mage hand and tiptoe it in there.
You cannot see through your conjured hand, though.
No, I'm saying in case there are like traps or things along the way, that a little light pressure would activate.
And I could always sing Gallop.
Or we could send you.
Great. Don't you dare send the main character to test for traps. I will pull Little Shadow from my hand and whisper, "Go see what's down there." And Little Shadow's far too light to trigger anything on the ground, so I'm just gonna have them going along the ceiling anyway. And I'll be watching through their eyes. What'd you say, Rob? You kind of staticked out.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, your mic staticked.
Oh, okay.
There's the dog again.
You didn't get Arcane Eye, Alaric?
I deeply considered it. It was on my short list. It really was.
I love that spell so much.
But quick above table, I try to not take spells that take the functionality of other players.
Yeah.
But it was on my short list.
So you're saying you're familiar down, Flynn?
Correct.
Sounds like good. So this is the one to the right?
Correct. The one where I smelled the chemicals and the like.
Okay. As they crawl down, it opens up to a larger room that has 3 large stone tables. They are fitted with leather restraints. Seem designed to take a humanoid and keep them secured. You see some for the forehead, neck, wrist, body, thighs, and ankles.
Quick clarification: Little Shadow is invisible because he can just do that.
Gotcha. There are what essentially are alchemical setups and supplies that are against the walls on kind of smaller wooden tables. You would think in various, but seem to be mostly empty glass containers marked. We have general mixing as well as what seem to be syringes and other injection supplies.
Was there any sigils or symbols that I see?
Just give me a perception check.
It's still mine, right? Since I'm looking through his eyes. Okay. 21.
Um, 21. I don't think any sigils. There's all like books of notes and such things. But sigils in particular, no.
Okay. And how far away is Little Shadow at this point from me?
I would say about 30 feet.
Oh, okay. So then I just come back. I did not see any people, but you all know what I've seen as I narrated it as it came. Do we wish to proceed further?
Oh, I desperately hope we are not in the basement of the Vergessen Sanatorium. This is not a place one just visits.
Explain.
Okay. In the heart of the Empire, Rexentrum, the capital, north, there is a small tip of a mountain range, and at the base of that mountain range there is, I suppose you could call it a hospital. It's where the mentally ill but also sicknesses of magical nature, where those that seem to have no cure are taken to try and find a cure when perhaps none exists before. But I've never been to this place, but in school there were stories that those that go here are either not heard of again, or if they are, it's many years later and they are not the same and barely recognizable to the person they once were. But that was school. It was baby wizards telling ghost stories in the night. I don't. I don't have facts. I just have.
You're making me glad I was born in the dynasty.
I'm. If I wouldn't recommend attempting combat here. Our arrival. I think, unless we are threatened first with, I don't even know what would be here down here, but I think I will try to talk us out of it. Is everyone all right with that?
What are the chances they'd let us leave if we were there?
With our memories intact, who knows? It depends on what we see. Sorry, again, I don't...
And the center path seems to be the way we should go.
Agreed.
Wait, Alaric's passing up books? Huh.
If it means he's able to keep his mind, I feel
Those
that's
things are overrated
rational.
anyway, trust me. You don't need all of it.
My other fear is that the traps down here could be magical in nature to prevent Empire secrets from being released or something of that nature.
Should I have Little Shadow try to get a better view of the notes? To try to verify your suspicion?
Sure. Look for signatures.
I will tell Little Shadow to try to get closer to one of the books, whether it's on a desk or something open, preferably with open notes, and I'll start looking through and narrating what I'm seeing again.
So you're trying to use your familiar to look at the notes?
Correct. Anybody want to cast tongues on me?
Ooh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Could I cast comprehend languages? Oh, no, that's for me. Never mind.
Self, I think.
I was gonna say it's self. I looked at it. I saw self, and I'm like, would it work on a spider? Does it matter? No.
It'd also be extremely telling if you immediately notice that they are written in Zimnian.
Alright. So, looking here. The notes are indeed in Zepnian.
I look for a signature, like he asked. I'm narrating what I'm seeing, so you know that immediately. Though I'm still deaf and blind for the time being. I'm looking to see if there's, because he said to look for a signature specifically. I'll look to see if there's a signature, a stamp, an approval stamp, like anything like that. That would could I give him an identity?
I would say you are able to find the signature is Maudve. And this seems to be a report of sometimes. It is based just on like it's the spacing of it. And you see a name at the top. Or near the top, I should say. Fenry.
Hate that for me. Still narrating to everybody, but deaf at the time and blind. I'm going to, with my, I'm going to pull out a book that I have. It's just to Molly. That's my sister. I'm going to pull out a book and start doing my best to like write out the report to have Alaric translate for me. So I'm copying it by seeing it, and then
I'm just gonna tap him. I'm gonna tap Flynn on the shoulder to like bring you back.
Yeah.
Those just became wildly more important to us, and I think it's best if we go in there to look at them firsthand.
Very well.
But again, very careful about traps, magical or otherwise.
Do you suppose if we cast in here, they'll know?
That's a distinct possibility.
Right. Then entering in, you all see the things arranged. Keelan, you hear a ringing in your ear.
Like a tinnitus style ringing?
Yeah, that's slowly getting a lot louder. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save.
Oh, damn, how do they know to go for the barbarian every time?
Because they know we have such a high wisdom.
Right. Weakest minds first.
Yeah.
I cast.
Oh no!
we banish Kaelin immediately.
Absolutely. In that case, apologies, I'm rolling on Flynn's character sheet.
Oh,
Because that happens to be what I have open right now.
that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. This is you kind of doubled over something like this. It's just getting louder and louder. This 38 psychic damage.
Fuck yeah.
That's above average.
And the rest of you watch as Kaelin is kind of bleeding from his eyes. Kaelin, the room, like, you no longer feel where you are. Instead, you feel like you're chained to a large tree. And you realize you can't see. You just feel the bark.
Even with blind sight?
Yes. In this vision you're getting. You have a sense that there are individuals surrounding you. Kind of through the idea of blind sight. You have this idea that there are... So blind sight, like you can't really... You don't get colors, you got to get like what's happening.
Yeah.
So you get these people around you with large strangely constructed lances that are dug into you and are extracting blood or fluids from your body. And as you try to struggle, you begin to realize that you have wings that are tied around the tree as well.
Like wings growing from my back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically one wing. And then you just hear a scream that you realize is coming from you. You're struggling. And then you come back, having felt this immense pain.
I would think at this point, Kalen kind of loses his color a little bit. And he looks at everyone and says, "We have to leave, and we have to leave now."
Wait, why? You're bleeding.
I understand that. We either leave now or I leave now.
Okay. Let me help you out a little bit here. As you are looking, you still kind of hear this strange sound. And you can see a vial that seems to you to be emitting the sound, filled with this silvery liquid.
I'll go ahead and grab the vial. I have an idea of what I think in my mind, in Kalen's mind right now, what he's seeing from last session when he tried to commune and it didn't work. Now all of a sudden he's here. He can't see. He feels like he's being like he's being drained. His wings are tied. He knows he knows one person who has them. And so he's at the point now, he's thinking, Zalikas, something has happened to her physical form. And so that's why he's saying we need to leave. But he sees this, he will pick up the vial and inspect it.
Ooh,
Yeah, inspect it. It's not a question. That is a statement.
but before he's able to grab it, Barrett's gonna rush over to Kalen. Brother, are you okay? And he will lay his hands on him, and he will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level, healing him for 20 health. Trying to help him up in the moment that he is bleeding, and I see him in agony.
He's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. We may need to leave. I may need to leave very quickly. He grabs. He'll go to it's a physical vial, right? Not like one I see in the.
Yeah, and as you kind of pick it up, you realize its vibrations is now somewhat calming down, but it seems to be what was sending this to you.
I'll inspect it. I'll check it and see. I'll see if there's any markings on it. So anything that I might recognize.
I think in this we would have this flashback to you being trained by Zalikas. And would you be able to give us an image of this instance on when you would have seen her bleed?
When I would have seen her bleed?
Yeah.
Yes, that very, very much so. I think I even explained the very first time he met her on the battlefield as he was in a blood frenzy going through. He saw her, met her on the battlefield. She had cuts. She was fighting multiple assailants. That was the first time he saw her. So he would have seen her in combat with wounds at that point.
And that is why, as you look at this, you recognize as a rather large amount of her gathered fluids.
Oh, okay. As I hold this, I'm gonna hold. I will take it and see it and kind of focus on it. See if I can gather anything else from it.
Sure. Why don't you ask me the question and I'll give you a check.
Okay. I'll focus on, is she still alive?
Give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Yeah.
I think for this, though, given your class, I'll let you substitute strength if you can expend a rage.
Yeah, I can expend a rage. Gladly. Breath weapon, where's my... There it is. I had to go all the way to the top. Expended rage, and... Yeah, 9. Guess it doesn't matter, physical or otherwise.
No, I tried. With that, holding this, you can feel a resonance. It seems to, if Zalakis is no more, you feel like this would be able to provide you with still fueling some of the energies and abilities that you have gained from her influence. But also, because of it, you're unable to distinguish from what might be its resonance and hers. So you're not able to understand what her current condition might be.
Interesting. I'll open the vial and smell it. Does it? And kind of is the bottle clear? Is it see-through? Is it?
I mean, the bottle's a glass bottle.
Okay.
Clear
But
enough.
colored glass? Can I see through it?
Yeah, you can see the silvery liquid. Yeah.
Oh, it's like silvery liquid.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm making her blood silver for the record. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's what I kind of figured it was. I'm gonna drink it.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pans out.
I love that quote. I use that all the time.
Bold move, Cotton. Constitution saving throw. All right.
Freaking dodge a run, dodge a ball.
Huh?
Nothing.
All right. There we go. I am 23.
Okay.
Exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
It's not like there's precedent for drinking the blood of a celestial.
I think there might be. I think that's how a lot of cults try and get power.
That is.
um,
Did he just shrink that?
I wasn't gonna ask.
Alaric is watching in horror, but also taking notes.
you
I feel like this could be a great peyote moment.
Yeah, what we see at this point is Kalen's eyes kind of gloss over with what looks like the silver liquid itself. As you feel find yourself in darkness now. You feel heavy chains upon you. The strange sight allows you to understand you're in a room designed in such a way so that you are only able to perceive the chains, then anything else is placed outside of a radius of kind of senses.
Okay.
A custom containment. And
I agree, dude.
your mind begins to your voice, hers. Kalen, I thought you left for good. And this, yeah, I think she was saying this actually. I don't know what you've done.
Say again?
She says, I don't know what you've done. But you have 3 questions. I can only say yes or no.
Three questions.
Yep. Can be answered with yes or no.
Do I still have my consciousness? Or am I
In your body, you mean?
would I be able to talk to any of the party members? Or am I locked in this mindscape?
I think I don't think you know. But I'll let you know. I'll let you roleplay the idea that Kalen's not entirely sure. But if you would speak, your mouth would move and people would be able to hear you.
My first question then would be, who would look at me and say, Lady Zelicus, do you need me? And when I say do you need me, I guess I guess the phrasing is yes. That I'll keep that phrasing because that's exactly kind of what he would say.
Yeah.
Understanding that it's not like a physical thing, but would you need my help?
Right. Well, yeah. Do you need me? Yeah. She says, if I am to walk free again, I believe so.
And so, to clarify, what has Kalen said out loud to us?
That last question.
Okay, so he's saying the questions out loud.
Yes.
Got it.
So I'll give the party a chance to do anything they'd like to before we.
I know Will stepped away, but I would have Will try to send our words directly into Kalen's mind in case he can't hear us physically. Ask Jath to try and do that to... Oh, you're muted.
Muted.
I think he's stuck.
I know I just muted them to answer the question.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would say I would think that I step on a limb and say, "Oh, there we go, awesome." Say that again, Luke.
Yeah, I can do telepathic speech if that's what you want, but depending upon his mental state, he may not be able to reply either.
If I would have an opportunity to reject it, I would. Because this is between me and basically my God. I would not have someone in my mind that I don't want there at that point. It's a very private thing.
So I think what might be fun to do is if you can get a message and then and this kind of goes with some of the rules of other spells. You receive that and then you could choose to block after the first one. That's kind of how just cantrip works. Not message cantrip, message spell.
Oh, it's not message, telepathic speech. There's no roll against it, which is the great part.
No, I know, but sending, they added a thing in sending so
Yeah.
nobody can be jester anymore.
Yeah.
You Yeah, poop so-
it? Kind of quickly trying to catch on to what's happening to Kalen, I will offer the question to Jathkos to transfer to Kalen for Kalen to potentially ask their deity, are you on the material plane?
All right. I'll lead in, popping into Kalen's mind, saying, "We can hear the words you're saying, but I'm not sure you can hear us. But Alaric has a question for you. Is your God on the material plane?"
Yes.
He said yes.
I answer him yes. And then shut it down.
Okay.
And he hung up on me.
If I can, I'm gonna flicker the eyes and look over at Alaric and Jath and ask, "Where are we?"
We don't know for certain. My best guess is that we're in the middle of the Dwendalian Empire.
Closing my eyes again, and I will ask, "Are you in the Dwendalian Empire?"
I don't know. One more question.
Oh my God.
I don't know if he can hear me, but perhaps he could ask what the last thing she remembers is before her capture.
Would I hear him talking?
I think probably not. I think we've shut that down. So
Yeah. Okay. Don't know. And she can only answer with yes or no, you said?
no.
Oh.
So the way it has to be is the question has to be able to be answered with yes or no.
Oh, gotcha.
You
She
can
can expound, but it
Slightly, she can kind of give a little bit more, but
okay.
it's so. But yeah, so it's hard. But you have to do it in such a way that it can be answered yes or no.
Okay.
And then she can kind of manipulate the yes or no in such a way as to try to give you more information from the bounds of your magical bond.
In my mind, I will say, Lady Zelicus, were there any markers or monuments around you when you were taken that you could share with me to find you?
I was observing the most beautiful silk being spun. Amazing worms. Intricate skill of the people. And the way that she does this too, it is, I would say one thing you remember is given her just kind of very long life, she really never thought or even referenced things like nations, places' names. Even when you trained with her, like she's never really talked that way. She would talk in the place where the sun touches you, like that's this town, but then she would never reciprocate. Just her mind, not one that kind of thought in those directions.
When you live that long, what are borders? Because they constantly change.
So this, I think, to you, to Kaylin, is like this is how she sees the world in dogs.
Okay. Before the link is cut, I will tell her, Lady Zelicus, hang on as long as you can. I will find you.
And as you feel the connection breaking, I leave you a gift. Take it. And as you come and your eyesight kind of returns to the room, you can see. Let me ask this: anybody in the party wounded besides Kaylin?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a little bit.
You can look. You can like actually your vision in particular sees the wounds of your compatriots, like the lines where skin and muscle are ripped, very precisely. You can even like see the way a body is exhausted, and what you
It's like light vision.
Yeah, a little bit. So you have you have this kind of way of being able to look, and you have you have three uses of the following ability. Once you use them, your eyes will return to normal. This is what we'd call a charm in the game, and that is you get to cast Cure Wounds at level 2. You can cast Lesser Restoration or Remove Curse.
So I can cast each one of those once or any of those 3 times.
Any combination, you use the ability 3 times. Yeah, so you can do 3 Cure Wounds, 2 Cure Wounds, and a Lesser, etc.
Gotcha. And do my eyes stay silver?
After you cast the last one, you will lose the silver eyes.
Oh yeah, okay. That's what I meant. I meant, do they stay silver afterwards until? Perfect. Cool. I guess at this point you would see actual real tears coming down Kalen's face, and he would look at everyone and says the following. He's like, as soon as we get out of here, whether you choose to accompany me or not, I have to go. Zelicus has been captured. I don't know how, I don't know who, but I will not sit idly by as this happens.
Do you know where she's at?
I don't, but I do know when she was taken, she was at a place where she was observing, as she said, the most beautiful silk being spun by the most highly skilled weavers she had seen. He looks over at Flynn, Jaff, and Alaric, and Seleucus, assuming Barrett doesn't know, just because he's like him, just a fighter, just a warrior. Yeah, does that ring a bell to any of you?
No, I guess I wouldn't have heard.
I mean, Lolth is an obvious choice. Can you give us any other clues or context or anything you saw or perceived that would better cement the where?
She
What
was
is-
bound to a large tree?
No, that was when she was attacked.
Oh,
You know
okay.
that she's chained.
Okay.
somewhere.
Say, I can't give you anything more. I know she's chained, but I can't say where. And that was the only thing I could think to ask as to how to find out a location.
If it's silk used by weavers that eliminates spiders, that's not the kind of silk you use. So it would be silkworms. Caitlin, this is a different question. What color are Zelicus's wings? Your eyes stirred a memory in me.
They are usually black.
And does she keep? And you mentioned she keeps her eyes bandaged.
Yes, she lost her sight during the cataclysm. He points to the bandage around his arm and he was like, he's like, if you remember, she gave me this. Oh no, you weren't there. He points to this and he's like, this is his armband. I forgot. It's Flynn.
No,
He
I'm sorry,
points to the
Caitlin. I don't
armband and
remember.
says, this was hers.
I'm not
I
trying to
believe-
put any. Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe our fates may be more closely tied than you think, Kaelin. Based on that description, Zelicus saved me once while I was traveling the wilderness, attacked by wolves, nearly torn to death. So I will gladly help you find them once we leave. If you can help me confirm that my sister isn't here, I would greatly appreciate that.
He puts his hand out as like in a gesture to shake hands.
It's like time.
Basically, he says, you have a deal.
Everybody, this could just be lead to nowhere, but I keep thinking about it. Where we just came from, the realm that we believe was Lolth's. I don't know if you guys remember, but the sound that we heard before going into the entrance, the door, it sounded like silk being pulled across bone. Do you think that ties into this in any way?
Perhaps, but
Just a thought.
DM, do I know of any towns within the Empire that are sort of famed for their skill at weaving with silk?
Let's do a history.
I was going to ask similarly of Rothold, or if any news of that had come through there, just because it was a well-traveled town.
Could
Yeah.
I exists because Celicus does have a background in weaving. So,
Yeah, I would say you can go ahead.
Holy shit! What a pull!
That tapestry is still coming along.
So are you giving advantage to Alaric or to Flynn?
I feel like I would give it to Alaric because Alaric's the one who's like contemplating it.
So 22. Fine.
Very nice. With that, trying to think. The one you'd be the most familiar with, both with silk and weaving, is a town called Pride's Call.
It was one of my two.
Mostly dwarvish settlement within the Empire. It is only kind of vaguely aligned as much as possible. Like everyone in the Empire has to be aligned, but you do know that they're kind of famous for trying to get around, and the Cerberus Assembly in particular makes a point of trying to get most of their product as much as possible. There's a small amount that is reserved for like nobility, but usually products made of their circle only available to magic, those who kind of go through the academy or the assembly, or kind of high nobility, kind of people of state.
So kind of conferring with Celicus back and forth. There's this, but if I'm correct, Pride's Call. I think there was something about the specifically that the Cerberus Assembly has a contract with that town for the silk, but that's my best guess.
No, you're right. The prices to just get anything out of there is ridiculous. Probably because they have to give almost all of what they make to the Cerberus Assembly.
Kind of turn to Kayla. It's like, my knowledge is limited to the Empire, but there is a town to the west of here. Well, if we are where I think we are, it's to the west of here called Pride's Call. Several weeks' journey by foot.
With a very concerned Kalen looks at that's as good a place as any to start. And if they have skilled weavers there, even if she's not there, we might be able to find someone who knows where more skilled weavers are. And again, he looks at everyone here and kind of focuses on Celicus and Barrett, but really Celicus, and he says, I understand that this has nothing to do with you, and you have no cause to believe. And at this point, he looks and he says to everyone, other than Flynn, because he's made the agreement, he says, I do not ask you to come with me. If you do, you do so on your own.
In the Dragon
And
Gas.
he looks over at Barrett and he says, I understand you need to find your brother. And much like I told you before we came, I don't know your brother. You have no connection to Zelicus. I do not expect you to join this if you do not want to.
Well, Kalen, a man's mission that he wants to obtain may come in one day, 1 year, or many more. My brother has been missing for more than 5 years. If I need to join you for your own path out of the respect I have for you, I have no problem fighting alongside you, even if it means I don't get to my brother any quicker. And he'll kind of slam onto his shield as a sign of respect. Says, I'm with you, Kalen. I've always been in your corner.
Kalen looks over at Celicus and he says, I know you don't believe. And I know that you think I'm ridiculous for my beliefs. So again, I tell you as well, you are not bound to go any farther than you want to.
Honestly, what started this whole business was tumbling off the path that we were set upon, discovered an ancient temple / prison, then teleported from here to there and back and forth. What's one more diversion?
Celicus, Kalen laughs and he says, well, I thank you. And on the bright side, you might actually get to meet a celestial being.
Don't make it sound as exciting as you think it is.
You see that with that, he's like, oh, it is. It's like you've just opened the door to a traveling religion salesman, and he's like, oh, but it is. You have no idea. He kind of tones it down before he starts to go full holy roller.
I'd like to kind of roll this room before we depart. Because there were the notes, and then the other thing that I'm specifically looking for is potential spell scrolls that might help explain what they were trying to do here.
Okay.
With the tables and the leather straps.
Yeah, got a lot that we're looking at here.
You had mentioned like liquids and stuff. I would be looking at those if there are those to see if poisons or whatever they may be. I'm proficient in both poisons and herbalism, so I can do healing potions to have an idea of the full range.
Sure. Alaric, I want to give you the report, and you can decide. Actually, yeah. The report reads: subject, female, adolescent, young adult. Condition, resistant to enchantment, elevated hematic response. Recommendation: transfer before Volstrucker review.
Volstrucker?
I am not reading loud. You see, like, Alark's not good at like hiding things, and he's pretty even keeled until you see his eyes go a little bit wide at the word.
Matt's going all in on the lore. I love this.
Alark, why are you sweating?
I'm not here. Not here.
Let's
It's
give
Okay.
him a moment. Yeah, just let's let him finish tidying up.
Alark, is there anything in those reports that brings up Braun Grim Iron?
Not that I see yet.
And I would like to, I guess, inspect the table that has the straps. Does it look like there's any blood or anything of somebody who could have been bound to it recently?
It's like more fresh blood.
Yeah. Or, I mean, if I find dry blood, obviously I can't determine if it's weeks away or whatever. I'm just
Yeah, I mean, one table looks like it has been used recently. And the general idea with all these notes, this looks like the idea of like a lot of the empty bottles I described. This doesn't look like it's been used in some time, except for this table. And there's looks like it may be I guess I should say it better this way. Does not look like it's a functional, often used space or regularly used space, but it had a very specific use recently. Someone used it for something.
I just thought of something else. Knowing that any spell scrolls that might have been used would just be gone. If spell scrolls aren't found, I would try to look for any residue of spell materials to try and give away what spell might have been used.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me an Arcana.
Not as good. 20. I rolled an 8.
Rolls below average, still hits a 20. Is upset about it.
not very good. Oh, dirty 20.
Absolutely. Let's say looking at this, you are able to, you're able to find what appears to be a recipe, like a way to it's Zemnian, and at this point it looks like almost like a reverse engineering of a concoction. Like someone was trying to understand. They were going from one formula that looked like it was meant to fundamentally imbue a creature with the essence of another and change them. Someone was specifically attempting to use that work, that original work seems to be gone, to make something maybe a bit more controlled.
Oh, Alaric, are you kind of detailing this as you read it, or?
Alaric reads it silently, and then and then kind of gives the loose idea of what he thinks this recipe is for.
Kalen's face fucking goes pale, just like deathly pale.
What you have currently is a recipe for something called Draft of the Red Hunger.
That doesn't sound ominous.
Not at all. Kaylin, hearing, I guess, hearing the details of what Alaric says, he knows he's not the smartest guy in the world, and this is magic stuff. Yeah, he looks at he looks at Jaff and Alaric, and he says, they're trying to make another celestial.
Or at least imbue someone with the powers of a celestial, the abilities. And this is just trying to think of worst case scenario. You don't, the purpose of doing that is that sometimes those features and abilities of divinity are used to break locks. And so the person themselves is just another component to getting to what you actually want.
Like the smeared blood circle we saw in the other room.
Sort of.
Where we fought the light balls.
Right. And I don't want this to sound accusatory. I just want to make you aware, Kaylin, that in the future, if you find biological material of a creature, if we hold on to it instead of consuming it, we might be able to use it to find said creature with the proper magic.
Is there enough? Is there any residue left in the vial? Kind of pull it out and look at it and ask him, would this do?
Good to the last drop, huh?
I would say, I mean, there might be very, very little. So,
We can hold on to that just in case.
yeah, I would say if you have this, please make a note of this, so in case I forget. If you were like using it for something like scry, it would give half of the bonus that a piece of something would normally give.
Okay.
And also, just to clarify, from what Barrett saw, where this table was used recently, does it look like? I mean, the bindings. Does it look like somebody was, alive and active? Where maybe they're ripping at the straps, where there could be bolts or something coming from the straps where they were trying to break the hold, or anything? Or like, does it look like somebody who was on the table was struggling, or they were like put to sleep, or just not? You're not moving a lot.
Sure. You can see where the leather straps began to stretch and the fibers lengthen at some point.
Well, who was ever on this table? Looks like they put up a hell of a fight. Look at the straps. The leather looks like it's been stretched. Somebody was really trying to get out of this.
Have we done a full-on investigation of this room?
I was just gonna ask if I found anything of the liquids and the like.
Yeah. Thank you all for like keep going, because we're jumping around so much. I definitely need the cool. I still have my thing. So you're investigating these, trying to understand. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, I think, on the liquids.
Can I give him the help? Because I would be investigating at this point too, trying to see if I can get any other clues that might give me a closer clue as to where she might be.
I actually would like two different investigation checks. One from
Okay.
you, one from...
Would my combination of herbalism and poisoner's kit assist at all, or is this more
you can do that at advantage.
alchemists? Okay. 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 Exhaustion, so -2. So 21 with a 14 on the die.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, you're good. You're totally fine. I was just like everyone's helping. Because everyone has something going to learn from here. Looking at the potion bottles, I would say these are things like if you needed to refill on like supplies to potentially make some poison, or especially like standard stuff, you could. This is essentially like an alchemist set or potentially herbalism. This seems to particularly be used because ultimately all medicine is poison. But it's there are like antidotes and things that people are trying to do to counteract toxins in the body. This whole thing seems designed to make something that would change a body and making other chemicals to not let that change kill them. So kind of toxin, antitoxin, a certain cocktail that would do the best to kind of give you that specific thing. You could definitively like make a poison here, maybe even a little easier, but not necessarily like this wasn't primarily full poison.
Okay. GP wise, how much raw material would I be able to get of each, or if it's interchangeable?
Yeah. So this would,
the kits ask specifically for amounts.
Given what's here, I would say. So let's do it this way. That is going to be 600 gold worth.
Dang!
Oh. But it's league pricing, so it's really only like 1/4 of what it would normally be.
Matt, I rolled a 17 on my investigation.
Thank you. Kaelin, you're able to find one of the walls a loose stone. Upon pulling it, well, you unfortunately don't seem to find any more information about Zelik or something like that. You find this, and you can see what appears to be a latch as like a door handle that you can reach in and flip if you so desire.
I'm going to let everybody know that I just found a secret entry, a secret door.
Or the emergency incinerator latch. No evidence.
Right.
60 d20 of fire damage.
Oh, Flynn, maybe you...
Yes. And I thwip over.
Wrong lever!
I kind of get out of the way so Flynn can do his trappy trap thing.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception. Investigation.
Wait, I think we determined search was investigation.
Yes,
investigation
investigation.
traps, yeah. All right. So that is 24 minus exhaustion, so 22.
Yeah. 22. It seems to be designed to open, while at the same time, the mechanism of opening it is designed to what looks like inject a needle into the turner's hand, and you believe extract blood.
Glad I didn't turn that knob.
Alaric,
It does
can
seem
you,
to still open a door.
can you determine if the blood that this needle extracts is used to verify personage?
That was my first guess. So looking at this, does it look like it's a magical way to identify whose blood it is? That
The way this is designed is what would tell you that is on the other side of the door.
yeah.
All right, before we go to the other side of the door, then let's jump back to what Barrett found or was trying to do.
Because we're going through.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, like everyone's searching the room, which I really like. Barrett, what was the additional thing you were trying to do?
I was just seeing if the table that I found that has been recently used, if there was basically any stress done to the table, or if the person that was on it or being experimented on was struggling, or if there was none.
So I thought I answered that, but yeah, they were struggling.
Yeah, the straps were stressed and like pulled taut.
Other than that, I'm good.
All right. I would say you can't help but notice that the way they have been positioned would be of someone more like of around your height.
So not my sister. She's also very small. Oh shit, I think I accidentally made a character that Matt then kind of made Mighty Nine canon. Or very similar, like they work alongside each other. That's funny.
Very cool. So what are we doing with Dory?
I would like to try to disable the needle, if possible, so that way we can still open the door, or activate it without anybody like utilizing my tools to open it without anybody getting stuck like a pig.
Yeah, give me sleight of hand with advantage. Thieves' tools, the thing.
19 plus 8, 27, so 25 after exhaustion.
Well, that passes the 25 DC.
Oh, let's go!
And you realize like how intricate this was made. They did. Someone spent money and time to try to work on this. And are able to essentially get your tools in and unscrew the mechanism that would cause this to shoot forth. And then as it pulls, the door slides open.
I let out a slow breath. That was nearly the limits of my skill.
You weren't sweating that bad.
Well done.
I will lead the way in, I guess. Looking for any door frame traps now.
Where's the red
They're
dot?
like, just in case Somebody gets past.
Here, you come to a room. This space has a mixture of cells and crystalline, what appear to be rooms, some see-through, and other cells that look like they're made out of some out of obsidian, some constructed primarily of silver and lead. Others is wrought iron. A variety of containment cells, rooms. Within them, well, some are damaged, others they all seem to have at least once contained like a nice bed, a good pillow. There seems to be a lot of space made for comfort within. One contains a bed frame that looks like it was snapped in half in one motion.
To be clear, there are no creatures in here, right? Nothing still inside.
Visibly.
Yeah. Well, some of you can't see inside. And some look like they received modifications after a degree of time. In particular, one you immediately recognize because of your previous experience as being a room made out of his gacker. And at the back, in which used to be just an iron cell, is a glass tube that has the type of liquid within. And floating in it is this strange alien-like looking creature with red and yellow flesh.
And it's dead or alive? Sorry.
Good question.
Jeff Wheels, you deal with the strange and bizarre. Do you know what that is?
Let me take a quick look.
Are there any like rocks or pebbles on the ground?
Yeah, there's debris.
Caitlin's gonna pick up a rock and kind of throw it at it.
Oh,
Not hard, not like super
crap.
hard.
what do you think it's made of? Glass! Kaylin. Glass!
Can I spider senses whip as a reaction?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought it was a real creature. I must have missed the glass part.
There's a glass tube in which the creature's contained.
Do not touch the glass houses.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna go like tap on the glass.
Okay.
Like in an aquarium.
Exactly.
You're the freaking girl in Finding Nemo at the dentist office.
His eyes are gonna open up and it's gonna look right at you.
Does it move?
I mean, yeah. So
anytime the GM gets a diabolical smile on his face, I'm like, okay, I just did a typical barbarian thing that he's going to punish me for.
We all step back out of the room, and the door
Hi.
closes.
High, shrill pitched voice. When will you learn? What are the consequences?
Two lids open up as you tap, revealing pupilless yellow eyes. Somewhat snake-like mouth opens with a forked tongue below the eyes, and another below the neck, and another, and another.
Mouth
Three
or
more, then three more
He quickly backs up.
mouths.
eyes? Jesus.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Wait a
We need to
second.
kill this thing with fire.
Don't judge too early. Some of them are actually quite nice, I'm sure.
And
Good.
it it raises two enormous clawed hands and just beats against the glass as it cracks.
Oh fuck! You did it.
It was that easy for it to break out of there? What was it even doing in there in the first place?
You woke it up.
Let's see. Someone who just drank celestial blood. I got real close to it.
Oh.
Cool, cool.
You know, I was gonna try to talk to it, but
cool, cool,
you know,
cool.
fuck that plan.
Okay, it has one head and multiple mouths. I don't like it. If it has multiple heads and multiple mouths attached to the separate heads, then it's more so friend-shaped.
You know what? I gotta go with Jath on this. With all those mouths, he's probably pretty good at talking.
Seems like I don't even have to use words.
Not as bad as a gibbering mouther.
All right. With that, we're going to go ahead and take our break, and then we'll come back to something.
You guys are welcome. You're welcome.
This is why I stay in the back.
Exactly.
All right, you guys ready to eat?
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right, I have thrown a map up.
Oh my!
I catch it while it's falling down.
Let's see here, Mike. A cell, like a containment vessel without any windows, was made from his Gagger.
Oh,
Not a
okay,
bad.
okay.
Where'd I go? Oh no.
I got you. I'll pull you from the void.
Oh crap! I gotta also do little
I don't know
shadow.
if any of you had a chance to see the new facelift. When you click on your icons.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
Ring,
Ring,
lock.
copy, delete.
I really like they put the words because sometimes I've had to go. So you see the little circle. Click the circle. It's like it says ring.
What does that mean?
Oh, ring.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It made more sense to Alaric before.
Yeah.
It's like ring of what? Fire?
Yeah,
Water?
yeah.
Stone?
Oh, yeah, oh, that's the aura. I was wondering how important it is to know what the light sources are in here.
You're pretty good. I
Okay.
think mostly it's going to be just the torch. There's really no light source in here.
Oh, okay. Then
Much.
I need to know what I can and can't see. I'll put that around me.
Yep. Very cool. So is everybody about where they believe they would be?
I'm waiting for a Lark to choose where he was going to be because I'm right next to him.
Matt, I did say I stepped back a bit.
I mean, you tapped it and the thing happened. You're going to be right.
Oh,
about
it was
there.
right away. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I would have been up a little bit more here.
Oh.
I am entirely too close. I'm in danger.
Why am I locked? Oh, what the hell? That was weird. Wait, what the heck?
Yeah. Sometimes
not letting me
it is
group.
kind of like a triggering cinematic.
Okay, I don't like this new UI. It's not letting me group properly.
Yeah, the group's not quite.
Oh, I clicked lock instead of group. My bad. There we go.
Yeah, that
Is the Lark that far back? Or did you get to a place where you would at least be able to see the thing?
yeah, I'll have to be close. Oh, this room is huge. I was zoomed in too close. So yeah.
Okay. Makes more sense. Can roll initiative.
Because I had stated I was right next to him, so I wanted to know where Lark was going to be.
That works.
We got a solid nat 1 on initiative.
Yeah.
Honk.
Oh, I got lucky. I thought it was gonna be a 3. And then it just click went over 1.
All right, Lark 18, Barrett 2, Flynn 21,
You have to adjust it for so 19.
19, yep.
I would like to use my Ring of Stolen Alacrity.
All right.
I rolled a 6.
All right. I'm gonna try to use it against this creature.
Yeah,
It's charisma 13, right?
correct.
Got it. All right, let me do that. $20.
Whoa.
What?
Sadly.
All right. plus 8. Okay.
This thing's charismatic as fuck.
Apparently so.
Do you remember what I said about letting me try to talk our way out of it?
I just tapped the glass!
All right. What did Jeth get?
That's a 9.
Gotcha. Thank you. Then Selecus 18 and Kaelin 6. All right. Lynn, you get to lead us off.
Joy. Does it look hostile?
Woke up, it just sees definitely.
It's hangry. All of its mouths look hangry.
Indeed. In fact, just give me a second. Flynn. Yep, definitely. I need a wisdom save as this goes, and all the mouths are like gnashing incoherently.
I shouldn't have said nothing about gibbering mouther.
And I need that wisdom save against it.
Oh, I'm a halfling, thank God!
Let's go.
And now I'm going to take one of the inspirations that Bobby gave us.
Let's go.
Natural 20! for
Let's
23.
go.
Nice. You
Minus
resist.
2, so 21.
21. You do resist the effects of the mouths.
Okay.
We go.
Hate that for me. I mean, love that for me, but the fact that there's mouths gnashing away. I guess we're gonna walk up. Little Shadow's gonna spew some webbing in its eyes to give me the help action. And I will attack with Silken Spite. This is a rapier. So D8. Oh wait. Shiitake mushrooms. I need more D8, so I'll have to find those. Okay. Does a 15 hit?
Oh.
Excuse me, does a 13 hit? Because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, as you go, the blade is caught by one of the mouth.
Disgusting. I will be like, oh, this is unfortunate. And bonus action, whip away, which does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Nice.
I'm only gonna go shite. I'm gonna go 25.
Got it. Alaric.
Actually, wait, 30. I am gonna go the full 30 because I realize I have 30 feet of movement. I can walk up and then flip back again if necessary.
Nice.
Okay. Do I have to do anything at the start of my turn? Make a save.
Nope.
Nice. Okay. I mean, yeah. Why not? So, I going to close my eyes, focus, and electricity begins to course up my forearm across the back of my hand and through my fingers, and that energy continues to build and build and build. And then I close my fist, and right next to this creature, who I can barely see, I might have to move forward a little bit to see it because it's dim light for another 20 feet. So right next to this creature, after I close my fist, this electricity just it's like a ball of electricity that forms right next to this reptilian creature, and then that electricity kind of fractures outward like small lightning strikes, but they look like the veins in a hand as I cast Big B's hand, and it forms next to this creature and is going to attempt to grasp it.
Gotcha. What it is going to do is that's a 4th level spell?
It's a 5th level spell.
5th level spell. It kind of, as you go to cast, it cocks its head and screams, and you feel strange energies trying to disrupt your spell as all the mouths are doing this. And this is an ability, so it's going to follow the ability.
Mm.
And that will counter the spell.
Oh, so they didn't cast a spell, they used an ability to counter it?
Yeah.
So in this ability, is the spell slot still spent?
It's not. We're gonna not spend it.
Okay. But that's my action?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, oh, well, that's bullshit. Kind of flavor here. What does it do to create that effect?
All its mouths and its mouth scream at once.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
Screams forth like what you feel is that the weave itself begins to vibrate so violently that you're unable to manifest it or manipulate it.
Oh, they've been doing bad things to creatures down here to create that bullshit. And I moved back. like I had my torch in one hand and I was doing that spell and I was like, no. Just step back.
Like, nope. Celicus!
Oh, joy. Here we go, guys. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And 5, 10, 15, 10, 10-ish. I'm going to flip-flap, throw some darts at him.
Let's go. Flip, flap.
Actually, no. Belay that. I am instead going to brandish my shield and use the last. I think it's the last. Let me double check. No, I have 2 more charges. I'm good. I would like him to make a Constitution saving throw.
You got it.
One of these days.
8!
He is blinded for 1 round! Finally!
Today is the day!
Today is the day!
Amazing.
Actually, how big is he?
He is large.
That's one size bigger. One size bigger. I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, one size bigger.
One size bigger! Ah! Finally! Ah! After 84 years. Okay, he's blinded.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mouths gnash crazily as it cannot see.
Very nice.
And that's everything?
You know what? Because I have my bonus action, I'm going to activate my Frost Rune. I am now sturdier. And, Kaylin, you get, I think it went up now. It's not 8. I think it's 10 now, HP.
Thanks.
Yeah, 10.
I
10 temp. Yeah, well, you woke it up. You're gonna need it.
You gotta fight it.
You're closest.
Indeed, as we go to its turn. And yeah, I think for now, it will slash forward with one of its claws.
But it's blind.
Yeah, just advantage to Kalen. Or, yeah, towards Kalen. For 24 to hit.
That hits. Fucking nice.
I
deep
tried,
defense.
Caleb. I tried.
God, Matt. What the hell?
That comes as 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 12 force onto Kalen.
I was half expecting Matt to be like, sorry, Molly, unfortunately it uses all those extra mouths to echolocate, so it has blindside.
Right?
Then Dragon Kalen, it's going to move up here to claw at Celicus.
Wait, it moved me?
Ah, yes,
got
you're all
rid-
grappled.
Rippers.
Then towards Celicus, that is going to be.
Oh no!
It ate,
Oh wait,
it ate the nat
it
20.
ate the nat 20. Oh good.
But
Okay.
22 to hit Celicus.
Yeah, that has.
That is 14 slashing in 13 force damage. And then-
Matt,
Yeah?
would my rage still be active from when I expended it earlier?
No, that was like a used to do.
Oh, that was just okay. Gotcha.
And then after grabbing one of the, each of them in one claw, it kind of pulls Kalen to its chest as the mouths try to bite and feed upon Kalen. For so disadvantage. Only a 15.
That does not pierce the armor.
There we go.
Please continue to roll like that.
With that, we'll go to Jatprios for a wisdom save against the many mouths.
You got it. And just for this isn't psychic or magical sleep or charm, right?
No.
No, just a whiz save. I'm gonna burn one of those inspirations from the chat. Thank you, Bobby, because I am worried.
Oh crap!
And that's
Sorry,
a 15.
15 will fail.
Alrighty.
Matt, I'm sharing now, so Bobby can see.
Nice.
Sorry.
So 15 fails.
I just rolled, sorry. Yeah. All right. You're stunned until the end of your turn.
Stunned. Got it.
Oh no.
As we go to Kalen. Wisdom save.
That's my first question.
So I lost my turn on that, right?
Yes, fortunately.
19! 20. Dirty
That
20.
passes. You can have your
Yeah,
turn.
boy. So I'm grappled right now,
Correct.
but I can still attack him, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And you have advantage because he's blinded.
Yeah, he fucked up. He just grabbed me, brought me closer. All right. So and plus, Celicus is right next to me. Thank you. So attack with Great Axe of the Inseparable Bond. I'm not going to. Well, I'm sorry. First, I'm gonna rage. Let's do that first of all. No reckless attack. Go ahead and attack with. $16.
16 will miss as the mouths intercept.
All right. Second attack. Dirty 20.
That's going to hit.
All right. I'm going to first things first, Divine Fury. Let's see here. Does it? Doesn't have a roller for it. Or does it? Oh, armed. There it is. Nope, second wind. And I will hit. Divine Fury will be necrotic this time.
Okay.
For a big max 10 damage.
Is that 10 necrotic?
Yes.
Okay, you strike, and tiny pores immediately open in its body and just sucks the necrotic energy away. It is immune to necrotic.
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay.
And its head now turns, and it's like drooling from its mouth and every mouth now that it realizes what you can do. Now you seem very tasty.
Oh, you son of
You make an adequate distraction.
right. And so, oh shit! I accidentally double clicked, so I'll take the first one. So that is a 15 plus an additional 4 from Heavy Weapons Master, which is not included. So 19 slashing damage.
All right, it takes all of that.
And bonus action already raged. Yeah, that's my turn.
Got it. As we go to Barrett, we will do a wisdom save.
Oh, buddy, let's hope. Oh, a nat 1. So
Oh my god.
8 to save.
We do be struggling.
Dude, that's my second nat 1 in this one.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see here. Ultimately, you do nothing this turn.
Could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
I'll take that, yeah.
Could be like Celicus. Could be, blinded on fire. Nothing seems great comparatively.
Yep.
My armor could be eating me from the outside.
That
You could be
reminds me. Ever get my
swinging
armor
on the
back?
closest creature.
Yes. As we go to Flynn.
Am I making a save?
You are. Let me get your distance real quick. Or not.
Thank the Lord. There are so many people in my way, though.
I
Oh, wait, I could...
need to make a monster
I
that
can- I can-
if it has someone grappled, they get a +2 to their AC as a shield.
It's large.
I mean,
right?
technically, they'd have half cover, yeah.
That'd be sick, yeah.
Hold on, where was I? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so I can do that. Walk up to it. Little Shadow spews some more webs at it to try and assist me. Okay, that's a much better roll for my advantage. So 15 plus 9 is 24, minus 2, 22.
Oh yeah, 22 hits.
Okay. This is a horrendous roll for damage. So it's going to be 6 piercing and then 10 and 12, 22, 23 poison.
Nice. Takes all the poison.
And then I will whip away as a bonus action because that thing's scary. And even Barrett's quaking in his boots.
Barrett, it's time to act. What are you doing here? Jesus, bros.
We got Alaric.
All right, I'm going to begin casting a spell at 3rd level.
Oh, then it just counters it.
Oh,
Screams, spell dissipates.
Oh, so much bullshit.
I feel like that came out in Zemnian.
Yeah. Scheiße! I don't think I have a good bonus action right now. I'm gonna double check, but I don't think I do. No. So yeah, that's it.
We could
Got it.
sure use
Damn it.
Bobby's death beams.
All right, in that case, I will take Celicus wisdom save.
Honk. 16.
16 saves. Take
I
your
just,
turn.
my brain feel like it's on fire. Okay. I'm going to thwack it with my axe, and I'm going to do it one at a time.
How, does the blind gone is the last at the end of your turn?
I think
You never had to read that far because it's never happened.
Yeah, it's. I've never had to read that part because it's never
You
happened.
didn't have to see me to counter my spell.
Oh,
That's a good point.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
First time Matt's using this monster too.
Yeah, verify the blind, please.
As a bonus action, you can expend a charge to cause a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or be blinded for 1 round.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, it will work. Yeah, sorry. So we need to back up Alaric. He cannot counter this 3rd level spell.
Yeah, go Celicus! All right.
Yeah!
Celicus, don't forget you have advantage too.
Okay. So this 3rd level spell, the creature needs to make a Wisdom 16 save,
Got it.
as I am focusing on the electricity coursing through it to try and slow it.
21.
Oof. All right. That's rough, but good to know. Okay, that was my turn.
Okay, Celicus.
Okay. So one of those was a 10. Let's see if this one's higher. It's an 18.
18 hits.
For 6 slashing. And now it needs to make another Constitution saving throw.
Got it. This is from like a weapon mastery type thing, or
Yes.
Topple.
Topple.
yes, because it doesn't get advantage against non-magical things. So
Oh,
21.
I thought
That
it
was
was
so
gonna pick on that
close. Well, that's a natural 20.
Let's go.
Ah!
For 13 slashing.
Nice.
And seeing as it did not fall over, I am then going to invoke my fire rune. And it has to make a strength saving throw.
You got it. So I will take advantage on that. Or 20.
The advantage is on non-magical?
No, it's on magical.
On magical.
It didn't
Okay,
have
then yeah.
advantage on the topple. It has it on.
Alright. I just heard wrong. Okay. It passes. but it's still. That. I hate the way that this is written because technically it like the way it's written says that it takes damage and then it like says it that when it's restrained it takes damage, but it's
Your fire room?
yeah. The way it's written says that it takes damage, but then the way it also describes being restrained by the shackles refers to the same amount of damage.
Yeah.
So it always makes me unsure.
I believe it always takes like the initial 2d6, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, and then crap, that's under 5e, not 5.5.
I know.
Okay, fire rune. You need a creature with an attack using a weapon. You can invoke the rune to summon fiery chakras. Yeah, so it takes the 2d6. Yeah, because the other damage it takes at the start of its turns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah,
okay.
so it takes the 2d6
So you
initially,
always get
and
at
then,
least 2d6.
yeah. So
Would you say from that initial 2d6, because I rolled a nat 20, it takes instead 4d6?
No.
Okay.
well, actually, yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay. So technically, not 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fire damage.
You got it. Sorry, because of the unique wording, I was like, wait a minute. Because it's part of the attack. All right, anything else?
That is it.
You got it. With that, we will end for tonight. As we come to its turn, let me take off the blind. Sorry, remember. It's not blinded anymore. And we will see what occurs next week.
I'm
Just
giving
out of
myself the
curiosity.
temp HP.
Just out of curiosity, can I get a glimpse at what's in this this direction? 'Cause I'm real
Sneak
fucking
peek.
curious.
You want a glimpse of what's in that direction?
I mean, you've got a
You
half
want to
cover.
sneak peek
got a
for
half
next
cover
week.
map. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he saw what was over there when we first
Oh
got in
yeah,
the room.
I was over there also.
Really quick,
Please
also, what is
This is like the
Right
only
there.
everything revealed is the only space within this room.
Okay, so the gray stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Matt? What is the result of being poisoned?
disadvantage
disadvantage.
on attacks.
And
Okay.
ability checks. Good night.
Good night.